What's up guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Alex. If you guys are new here, I am the owner of AMS Transfers. We are a custom screen print and custom DTF transfer supplier located in Houston, Texas. Today I already got the DTF printer up and running because it's a pretty big day. It's 11:37 right now and we have a few large orders that came in last night in the queue that need to go out today. So we got the printer up and running with those orders right now. And then on top of this, we also have some t-shirts that we need to get printed. So we're going to be using our heat transfers, the DTF transfers on the t-shirts, and we have to get those heat pressed and applied later today. It's going to be a full front and then a sleeve print. And I don't know, I think it might be like 25 t-shirts. So not a large amount, but like not something to scoff at. So we're gonna have to plan accordingly. Got the transfers in the printer right now, so hopefully once those get printed, we can cut the film while it's still running and then take the transfers that we need. That way we can go ahead and get a jump on it. We don't have to wait for the entire roll of film to finish, which would probably be around like 3 today. So this will give us a little bit of a boost and a head start to get started on those t-shirts. So I got the t-shirts in the car. Let's go grab those, see how they turned out and if the sizing is correct. I had to order them directly from AS Color because SNS Activewear and Sanmar doesn't stock these tees. Oh my God, it smells so good out here. There's a Pollo Campero right in front of us because we're in the back of the building and it smells insanely good. So since the suppliers didn't stock these garments and they were like a pretty premium garment, so if a customer comes to us wanting a premium garment, we would probably tell them the AS Color staple tee just because it's our go-to when it comes to premium. Like, I don't know, for those of you who have tried AS Color before, you know this is definitely some of the most premium stuff that you can get in terms of t-shirts. If you guys have any recommendations though, please let me know. I would love to try them out. Always trying to improve the game and see what we got here. So yeah, these t-shirts are just like super high quality. So if you guys have ever had, like, honestly, these are like completely retail ready high quality t-shirts. So which is why like these are our go-to t-shirts, and it's just like a white tee too. So it's a great t-shirt. And looking at the sizing, yeah, it was right. So it's 25 tees. So we're going to get these guys printed later today once the transfers wrap up. But it's good to see that everything came. I'll have to double check the sizes, but off of the sizes on the invoice, it looks pretty good. Good to go. So the file that's running on the printer right now is 17% done. And then there's a few files that we have to print after this one. So just going to have to keep the DTF printer running. I don't think we have any screen prints today, so it's going to be a DTF day. Yesterday I had to burn another screen. For those of you who missed yesterday's video, check it out. I'll put it in the corner. But yesterday the screen just was not working with me, and it ultimately resulted in me having to burn a new screen, which wasn't the end of the world. Because I wasn't the most happy with how that screen turned out. I thought that it was going to cause me problems on some of the areas where there was large patches of open screen. So I'm pretty happy that we got to redo it, and ultimately the prints ended up turning out great. So I guess it's a good thing that we did overall. Today is Valentine's Day, so Michaela made these t-shirts. Apparently they have something to do with Taylor Swift. I'm not entirely sure, but we see a lot of people come to us with like era kind of prints and stuff through the custom. So yeah, definitely all the rage. And I think she used this to make a couple videos about. So she's also vlogging. If you guys want to check out her channel, youtube.com/@wwtransfers. And I'm actually going to piggyback on her idea and do another TikTok myself on the Choose AMS page. So she runs the WW Transfers page and I run the Choose AMS. So I'm going to post, I don't know what she posted, but I'll try and figure something out myself to make it original. And yeah, I was just feeling it and it feels so good. Like, it just turned out really well. Everything's in perfect registration. There's no white bleeding and it feels incredibly good. Really an impressive print. While I do this though, I'm going to send you guys into a print montage. So let's get into DTF land. All right, got the t-shirts printing right now. Hopefully you guys saw those start in the time lapse. I think we're only about 6 or 8 through. So we're gonna let these guys print, and then there's still some more designs that we have to get printed after that, and a couple other files, I think. Some WW transfers, and then I think another file that didn't get put into the main file that we ripped. So I'm gonna let those print. We got the powder bar in, so printer's basically running itself. It's been going strong for the past 25%, so I don't think that it's going to mess up, and even if it will, I'll come run out and check on it every so often. But right now I'm going to go get some work done. I have a call at 12:30 that I need to do, and right now it's 12 o'clock on the dot. So I am going to get a little bit of work done before the call, and then hopefully by that time this print will be wrapped up and we can be moved on to the next ones. And then I can also cut the film and get these heat transfers that I need for the t-shirts all wrapped up and good to go, so we can get printing those, I don't know, what do you say, like 1:32, and then we can wrap up by the end of the day. Hopefully we can get out of here just a tad early. It is Valentine's Day after all, so that would be excellent. All right, got all of the front ones cut up. The arrows are still being printed that are going on the sleeves, so we're going to be waiting on those, but I can get started on the fronts no less. Before we get started though, there's one thing we got to do. It's really just one of those days. All right, got the tees, so I can just start getting these guys applied. I'm going to use the heat resistant tape and tape them on there, and then probably pile them all up and then start heat pressing them one at a time. Looks really good on the white tee. This is the first time I've seen it. Apparently they used generative AI to design this logo, which if you look closely you can kind of tell, because it just looks like there's some random stuff going on, which is a telltale sign of generative AI, but I guess it's pretty on par for the course is the word I was looking for, a phrase for this company. While I was getting these applied, I just remembered that this is actually a direct ship order. So what that means is we're going to be actually shipping them directly to the people who are going to be, like, I guess, wearing the tees. So rather than shipping them to like the client and then they distribute it themselves, we're basically going to be distributing the shirts for the client. So we have all of the addresses of where these shirts need to go. So once we get done printing them, we got to go ahead and get all of the sizes ready to go for each of the addresses, for like each address that ordered whichever size, get all of that sorted, put it in its bag, and then get each of the labels bought for the corresponding shirts and whatnot, so that we can get them shipped out today. That is going to probably take like an hour or so, compared to what would normally be like 2-3 minutes to put them all into a box and then slap one label on it. Instead, now we have to slap 25 labels on it and put 25 shirts in different bags. So just one of those things that obviously we do charge a bit more for this, and it's because it takes us a little bit longer to do. So if it's something that you guys offer yourself, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But it's just one of those nice things that we can offer our customers rather than them having to do it themselves. Because especially for someone who, like, maybe your team isn't all in one city, you have like a remote team, something like this can be really good, because otherwise they would have to do what I just said. They would have to go and put them in boxes themselves, put their own shipping labels on it, and they probably wouldn't be getting the same rates that we get. So it's just like, it can be a really good option for a lot of customers, especially those who work with remote teams and those corporate type of clients. I'm almost done with these though. I just got onto the larges, so I should only have XL and 2XL left, and those sizes have the least amount. I already went through the mediums, which I think had the most, so once I get done with these larges, it'll be smooth running, and then we can get these guys on the press and pressed. Got all of the the transfers applied to the tees, so now I can get started getting them transferred and applied. First one up, gotta go grab a transfer sheet. I like using this as a little bit of a barrier. You can use a Teflon sheet, whatever you want. I just can never seem to keep track of the Teflon sheets. I've bought like 6 of them. Can't keep track of them. I'm doing 315, 15 seconds. Seems like a pretty good number. We like doing around this range. We recommend for our customers, I think, like 310 to 340, depending on their heat press, because not everybody's heat press has the same like evenness and whatnot. So just like to give them a little bit of a range that they can play with and dial in themselves. So let's do this first one, give it a peel, wait for it to cool, see how it's going. And then if this one works out, we'll get started running the rest of these. And the left chest ones still have not been printed, so we're still working on that. But hopefully by the time I get done with this stack, they'll be ready to go. And then I'm not sure if you guys were able to catch that. What I like doing to apply the transfers, and I think is the easiest, is just laying the t-shirts down flat. So you take it by the tops of the shirt, right by the collar, or right by the sleeves, right where they connect to the shirt. Grab it from there, lay it down on the table, and you can kind of like stretch it as you saw. So you just like put the bottom down and give it a little bit of a stretch to make sure you get all the wrinkles out. And then you just kind of use this as your guide. I started using like a T-square, and now after so many shirts I don't need it. I can just basically use my eye. You want to go around like 2 to 3 fingers down from the collar, and depending on the size, if you're doing like I had an XL here, that one I put pretty like only 1 finger down from the collar. So if you're doing a 2XL here, I think I went 4 fingers down from the collar just because it is a larger shirt. But yeah, I find that that's the easiest way that you can actually apply them, and you use the heat-resistant tape here. And this one, like you see, just fits in a normal like Scotch tape dispenser, so it's nice and easy to use. And you just tape on the transfer, and then like you just saw me do, you just take the t-shirt from your pile, bring it over to the heat press. Since you taped on the design, it doesn't move, it doesn't shift or anything. Put on your t-shirt, press it down, move it back over. Again, it's taped, so you can do all of this. It just works. I don't know, this is the fastest way that we've found to do it. Some people like applying the transfer, like positioning it while it's on the heat press. I find that's pretty hard to do. You can't really judge where exactly the t-shirt is and where the design is going to fall on the tee. So yeah, I think I have stalled enough for time. It's dry. Let's give this a peel. And it turned out fantastic. Looks really good. Looks good, feels good. And I was a little worried how it was going to feel, because it is like, as you guys can see, there's a pretty big block of ink there. And I mean, there's no hiding that there's a design there, but the shirt is pretty soft, so it blends in nicely. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how these are turning out. Excited to put the sleeves on, but gets the thumbs up from me. Let's go ahead and run production on the rest of them. right, got all of the fronts wrapped up, peeled, everything turned out great. Got the arrows all cut up. Now I gotta see which sleeve these actually go on. Just want to confirm with the order real quick. Make sure I'm not making any mistakes. I'm pretty sure it's the right sleeve, So I'm gonna get these guys.
The weight and everything as, because when I do a single t-shirt, it takes $13 special handling.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
That's $19 to ship this.
What are we gonna do? Yep, Michaela is asking me what should we do about the packaging because UPS for one of the addresses is charging $13 additional handling.
It's gonna be all of that.
So we're just gonna have to try and figure out how to get this done. I think if we try and change the dimensions, so if we put it in like a 16 by 16 by 4 box, maybe UPS won't charge us that additional handling fee. I'm not sure whether it's because of like where they live, whether it's getting like the extra like mileage fee or whatever you call it, or whether it is because of the packaging itself, but we're gonna get this figured out. I'm gonna check in with the guys in a second. All right, so right now we're just getting this figured out. I have these boxes under the desk. We've had them forever. They're 8 by 6 by 6s. What does that say it is? How much does it cost?
I don't know. What's a 6 by 6 by 4?
So yeah, I think it's going to cost around like $9 to ship this compared to the $19 with the $13 special handling. Michaela just said $9.42. So we're going to use these. I think we'll probably end up putting it in a poly mailer just to keep it like not get dirty. They are white shirts. And then we'll put the poly mailer with the shirt inside of the box, save on shipping. We're not actually paying for the shipping ourselves. We're going to be like the customer is paying for it once we get the bill from all of the orders at the end. But still, I don't want to have the customer paying $19 to ship a t-shirt. That's outrageous. And especially if you guys consider the company that we're printing this for, that's pretty, like, they know a thing or two about shipping things. All right, guys, time right now, 4 o'clock. About to head out of here. Got all of the orders all packaged up. Wasn't that bad of a thing. Just had to get all of the shirts folded and then put them in the poly mailer like I showed you, then into the box. So it's a bad day for our UPS driver to come early. He came at like 2:30, unfortunately, so we didn't have any packages to give him. So we're gonna have to get these dropped off to the UPS store down the street, which looks like a multiple trip kind of day. But anyways, it was a good day. Nothing really to complain about. Everything went smoothly. I knew everything was gonna go pretty smoothly with those t-shirts. They were good quality t-shirts and it was an easy design, so not really much to screw up there. Tomorrow we got another busy day, another day of full color transfer orders, another day of DTF transfers getting printed. Those are the same things. I don't know why I just repeated them. But yeah, guys, it's been one of those days. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys made it this far, don't forget to leave a like below on the video. Also, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It would really mean the world to me if you guys could subscribe so we can get the channel to a higher number of people, grow our community of heat transfers. And with that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.